Hi, I'm Belinda Carley, the creator of Create Cosmetic Formulas, and I'm just going to show you through the program so you can get the best out of it when you're creating your makeup formulas. So first of all, sign in and then go to the page where it asks you what you'd like to create today. Now I'm going to show you a couple of the functionalities of the program, and then it's up to you to get creative. So first of all, let's start with the blush product. You can click here and select any of the products that you want to create, but we'll start with the blush product. Click on Create and it will bring you to the formulation screen. Now in this formulation screen, it tells you, particularly in red, where you must select certain ingredients. Some ingredients have options, others must be selected to help create the formulation. So I'm going to show you a feature I've built into this program here with the mica and colorants. So if you click on the select button, you'll see that there is a big list of colorants that you can pick from here. So I've used generic descriptions because different suppliers will call their materials different things. So I've used some generic descriptions so that you can make your selection depending on what the supplier is calling their material. You can also see a description of the material here. I also let you know how natural the material is so that you can support any natural or not type claims. So in this example, I'm just going to pick ultramarine pink because I'm making a blush product. You'll see the Return to Formula button come up when you've made an appropriate selection. When you're back at the formula, you can then select an amount, and you'll see here a range that you must select between. It's also written in green to remind you. So let's say I just want to use 5% of this material. You would also need to select the other materials that are indicated in red, so that there's no red left by the time you've completed your selections. And again, I guide you on how much to use in each formula. I've also built in some effects pigments. Now these are optional for your blush in particular because you may or may not want some shimmer effect in the formula. I've only put in shimmer materials that will suit a blush formulation. So let's say we just want a little bit of white shimmer, a bit of a pearlescent effect. We'd select that ingredient, and then I again guide you on how much might be a good input in your formula. Then you click on Generate Method, and here is your formula, and here is your method. Now what I've done is selected different colorants and effects pigments depending on the type of product you're creating, so that you can't ever make a really bad selection. Just a lot of fun to play with the different colors. So for the blush, I've selected certain colorants and effects pigments that suit blush products or cheek applications. There is also bronzer, where I've again made specific colorant and effects pigment selections compared to, say for instance, the contourer. And if we have a look at some of the materials I've selected in here, you'll see the effects pigments are all quite a bit darker in their description. Now again, I've used some generic descriptions in this program. Your individual supplier may call the material something different. So I've put in a description about the colorant so that you can see, is that what they're using, but just calling it a different name. There's no possible way for me to be able to include all the names from all the different suppliers. So I've used some descriptions because your supplier may call the material by a different name. And we do have a worldwide ingredient supplier list for you on our website. So you can go to our website and click on the tab Ingredient Suppliers, and you'll get a worldwide list. Now these different suppliers have different materials, and as I've mentioned, they may call the materials by different names. So I've used those generic descriptions to help you make the same selection regardless of what your supplier is calling their specific material. Another great feature I've done in this program is to help you with making foundations and getting the colour always right. What I've done for you there is I have pre-prepared different shades, different amounts of the black, yellow and red to put into your formula to get the different skin tones. So here's some examples of what we call shade 1. Suits very, very fair skin types. right through to shade 7 to suit African Caribbean skin types. And in the summary tables in your Common Cosmetic Terminology booklet, I've then listed out the different inputs required. Now when you subscribe to the program, you will get a properly readable document with all of these figures available. I've shown one here so that you can see how it would work in a formula. Let's select the concealer product. And you'll see in this formula, I have mica and colorants here, and we've got a very specific input required. If you select this, you'll see that there is only one option, and that's the skin color blend. So then you'd refer to this Common Terminology booklet, and you'll see there the amounts of titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, yellow, red, black, and mica to add to get to this 15% input to create the exact shade or skin tone that you want to create. Also in your stick products, you'll see that I have a very specified lipid stick base material and also an oil solvent stable material. Now these are absolutely crucial to be present in your formula so that you have a good spread but still hardness to the stick, and it also makes sure that the finished product doesn't feel too greasy on application. So these can't be altered because otherwise your end product may not work. Now this mica and colorants feature for your different skin tones is written out in a nice table form that's very easily readable once you've subscribed with us for the concealer stick and all the different type of foundations. I also have iron oxide blends to create black or brown mascara and eyeliner. So for example, in the liquid foundation, you'll also see there is a mica and colorant input where there's a skin color blend, and I again refer you to that booklet so that you can pick and choose which skin tone you want to create, or all of them if you desire, and the specific amounts of each colorant to add is provided for you in that booklet. Very easy to read once you've subscribed with us. Now let me talk you through some features in the lip gloss and lipstick. So we'll select the lip gloss. And when you come to this formula, you'll again see we have a consistent base. This just helps make sure that every time you create the product, it's going to feel nice on application. In the mica and colorants section, I have only included ingredients that are suitable for application to the lips. And then I've set limits to make sure that safe inputs are always being used. I also have the option of effects pigments and flavors, so you can choose if you want to add a flavor or leave it out, and you can choose if you want to add effects pigments for some extra shimmer or sparkle or leave them out as well. Now to look at the lipstick, I've again included key features like making sure that the consistency is going to be suitable regardless of different lipids and oils you might want to include. There are some set materials that must be present to get the right amount of hardness each time. I've again only included mica and colorants that are permitted for application to the lips, and effects pigments and flavour is again optional. If you want to add some shine and shimmer to your product, use a lot of the effects pigments, and if you want a really matte finish, don't use any of the effects pigments at all. There are all sorts of different products you can create with this program. Nail polish is not in the program because it requires very specific materials and formulation techniques you need to be properly trained for. There's also special manufacturing criteria to be aware of. We have some YouTube videos showing nail polish formulas, and of course you can study with us if you want to create your own nail polish formulas. Colour matching isn't required as part of this program because I've provided these great skin tone guidance, inputs and tones for you. But if you want to get more creative or create more specific skin tones or even other colour matching for other colour products, you can study our certificate in colour formulations to learn colour matching properly. We also have some introductory colour matching videos on our free YouTube channel. So now it's over to you to get creative, and working with colour is a lot of fun. This program makes it so easy for you to do that without needing formal training. Happy formulating!